Hello guys, welcome to CloudRaga. So in previous video we saw how to create a utility class. As of now we don't have any idea what this file will actually do, but for now we can just say we have a method get SessionFactory which gives us a reference of SessionFactory, and this will help us in many ways, and this is one of the mostly you can say that's a backbone of SessionFactory is a backbone for Hibernate applications. So you need this somewhere. So what I just did, we are following that same dry rules which says just like fetch out all the common code which you can think that can be used multiple times. So this is something which can be used multiple times. Anywhere I need a session factory object, I can just call this method, and you can see the method is static. That means no need of object creation. Just call hbutils.getSessionFactory and you can easily obtain session factory object. So next step is towards how to use this session factory object. So let's see. That's going to create a new paint image, and next is create uh, that's going to be actually last step towards this. That's the step 5 which says create, or not create, creation already is done, use factory object for db purpose. So what is the db purpose? We will see that. Okay, so let's write some code. It's going to be a tester file something. So right click on src in Java, new package. I'll say com.pack.tester. Yeah, I'm calling my package tester because we don't have any other tool to test. So we are going to test our Hibernate application by using main method, and I'll call it new class. Let's say Hibernate tester for now. Okay, so let's have main method first. So as I said, first of all you have to obtain session factory. That's the backbone of Hibernate application. So how to get that? Simply call this Hibernate utils dot get session factory object. This will give me session factory. Okay, that's done. So first step was obtain session factory object. This is done. You can name it step 1. Step 2 says obtain session object from session factory reference. Okay, so how to do that? Just call factory dot open session, and this gives you session. Again, from where you have to import? From Hibernate. Make sure you are importing it from right place. You can see there's a list mysql, so go for Hibernate only. Okay, second step is also done. Third step, start the transaction, or more specifically DB transaction. So how to do that? By using session object. So just need to call session dot begin transaction, and you can obtain the transaction from here. From where? From Hibernate. Don't download from or import from wrong packages. Okay, this is done. So idea is we want to save or or insert some record inside database. That's the whole idea of Hibernate. Hibernate is all about MySQL or database thing. So if you want to interact with database and you want to save some record, right now you can see there is no record, just a database, no table, no views, nothing. It's empty. So idea is I want to save vehicle class into CloudRaga database by using Hibernate. We will understand this in more detail, but for now we are following some examples. Once our example is in running mode, so we can easily understand how Hibernate works and what's the purpose of having Hibernate in our application. Okay, so the next step says create the object of entity class. So our entity class name is vehicle. So let's do this. Vehicle class equals new vehicle. This is done. Then instantiate your vehicle is done. Then set all the fields. Let's say ID is 1. Vehicle dot set type. Let's say it's public vehicle. Then set the brand or the model. Let's say Tata vehicle or Tata model. So step 4 is done. Next step, save the vehicle using session object. So session object will give you lots of options. One of the option is saving the object. So once you save, your object gets stored in database as a table. Yep, that's right. How? We will discuss that in more detail. But for now, let's call session dot save and pass the vehicle object. And final steps are close the session and session factory objects. Okay, so simply call session dot close and factory, that's the reference of session factory dot close. Okay, it's done. So that's the only step you have to write. Maybe it looks much, but for now, that's the only thing you have to do. And then it's a main method, so we can test it. Right click, run as application, and we should get some messages. Okay, we are getting some XM errors by the way. So what are these errors? We can see that, just a second. Let's run this code one more time so we can arrange this marker. Okay, marker goes here. Okay, so we have a console. Console says that it's failed to understand some XML configuration, and that's right, because we are using Java 14 and there are certain changes has been done. So as we have Java 8, till Java 8 it's fine, or maybe Java 7 is fine. Then after, certain configuration or libraries has been removed. So to fix that change, you have to add 2 more libraries or dependencies in your project. So these are the 2 libraries. I'll attach this description as well. So go back to POM file. Then after this MySQL, you have to add 2 more dependencies. Just have them. I'll append them in description. So it's done. And if you expand maven dependencies, you will see some changes. Okay, so these are the last 2 dependencies you have to add for running your code. Lastly, let's test this code again. Run as application. Okay, it's now running, and you can see there is a table create vehicle. So a table is created by the Hibernate. You don't have to create this manually, it's generated by the database. Refresh all, and there's a table vehicle. If you right click on the vehicle table, select rows, it looks empty because we have not flushed the contents. So let's do that as well. Just need to say session dot flush. So whatever you want to save, it will get flushed to the database, like these objects. So this time we should get data as well in database. Table run as application again, and it's running. And there we go. Now we have an insert query. So this time if I refresh, now there it is. So we have ID1 model data and type is public. So basically what we just did, we have saved or persisted our entity class vehicle into database as a table. In the next video we will get the idea of what is Hibernate, why we are doing this, and what happens when you do this kind of coding. Thanks for watching this video guys. Let's meet in the next video. Bye bye.